Alpha wolf, Balto.
Alpha dog. Ruff. Who let the dogs out? It was me, Balto.
I did it. Fuck dogs. We're wolves. We'll kill them.
Grr, I eat dogs for breakfast, literally.
Do you remember Clifford? Fuck him.
All dogs go to heaven, and by heaven I mean my Tom.
Welcome to the PJC cast, everybody, the Proud Jacuzzi crew, where we do Would You Rathers and other fun things. My name's Dane.
My name's Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
And we have a very, very special returning guest, our Phantom Fourth member, A Tea Kettle. A literal tea kettle is here.
Everyone on the kettle train.
Yeah, that's right. Your classic catchphrase.
Yeah.
Everyone on the kettle train. Welcome, Tea Kettle.
Thanks. It's great to be in the same jacuzzi as you.
Yeah, we're here. And while we're in this jacuzzi, we're going to do some Would You Rathers where we take two things and choose between them. If you have any Would You Rathers for us, send them to the pjccast@gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast. But yeah, you made it all the way from Fartown.
Yeah, Fartown, where there are mountains, but the jacuzzi isn't as warm.
No.
It's more of like a well, if this is a balmy autumn, I'd probably say this is like just not quite a good spring day.
Oh, okay.
Jacuzzi up there. So, I make it work.
Like a stale spring.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. Where things are just kind of a little stinky.
Dale Springs sounds like the saddest little prairie town of the Old West.
Well, welcome to Stale Spring. We collect, rust.
We got one gun and we share it. You got beef, you got to work that on the time schedule.
We had a tumbleweed till it left.
Oh.
They always leave.
The spring was going for a little while, but now it just sits there. Now it just stares at you with eyes. I don't know how it grew eyes.
It has, in fact, sprung.
It's sprung up eyes.
I don't want to go to there.
No, I do not. I do not want to go to there. But it is a balmy autumn evening here in Anytown, USA, with us, the PJC cast. Woo. Woo, indeed. And thanks for everyone get on that
That kettle train.
that kettle train. Next stop, our first Would You Rather.
Hey.
Our first Would You Rather comes to us. Yes?
Talk to Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, I was told to talk to you.
Hello, hi. It's your annual meeting.
I'm going to do the Would You Rather now.
Okay.
Our first Would You Rather comes to us from Robert in Oakland, and Robert asks, would you rather eat sweaty cheese or drink flat soda?
Oh, well.
So sweaty cheese is kind of like cheese that's been like room temperature,
out
and
for a
it's
minute.
developed like a residue of oil.
Yeah, it's beaded with
Beaded.
sweat.
Probably
Cheese sweat.
Probably maybe a little bit crunchy too.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Staleness. of
Depending on
day.
the cheese.
It's
Depending on
developed
the
its own
cheese.
rind.
Like, it's probably still fine, but who knows how long.
It's not going to kill you, but it's not going to be a fun time.
But how long has this soda been sitting out? Has it been sitting out for a while?
How long
Maybe
does it take for a soda to get flat?
a few hours.
Yeah, I'd say at least
Depending on the
3
soda.
hours, three and a
Yeah.
half to be.
I guess it's comparable to the cheese then.
It's the worst when it's like surprise flat, where you're like, oh, time to quench my thirst with this sweet, sweet dew. Ah!
Yeah.
No! It's dark time! A dark time is upon us! Ah!
This isn't a Mountain Dew. This is a
Mountain don't!
Wait, Dane, was that not where you were going
No,
with that?
I was gonna
Because
do
that was
a
missed opportunity.
a valley something or other.
I
But
I gave you the nanosecond I thought you needed.
It
it was a good beat.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
You made the right shot.
Thank you.
You got us a three for here.
It's a basketball joke.
I love it when they
is
go
that?
for the 3 first.
I love it with the sports boys. They know, they know my taste just right.
Kettle, you're a big baseball fan, though, so...
Yes, I did not watch much last season, but yes, I know about it.
How far away do you have to? How far away do you have to hit the ball to get a 3-pointer? from home plate, how far away do you have to be?
That makes 0 sense. For
Okay.
baseball. I mean, well, okay,
We're on
hold
par
on.
then.
No, because if you have 2 people on base and you hit it probably, well, depending on how fast your runners are.
Sorry, I
the
just
speed
fell
of the
asleep.
speed of a speeding horse train.
Woo woo.
What's everybody's favorite soda flavor?
I've always been partial to Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'm a root beer man.
Cherry Coke.
And Jimmy, I know you don't like bubbly things.
This question's very easy for me.
But
I'm sorry.
what flavor?
I don't. What would I like
doesn't-
hypothetically?
A flat soda would be like a plus for him.
That's true.
That's
I
what I'm
guess.
saying. Like, you would drink a flat soda.
I don't know. I guess like a Mountain Dew, honestly, like a citrusy, or like a Sprite,
Yeah?
because it's
Ooh, a
citrus.
squirt
yeah.
would be good, kind of
Squirt,
flat. I
fucking
think.
squirt
Flat
right in my
squirt
goddamn
wouldn't
mouth
be
right now.
bad.
I could see that.
What? Why
I
did it
feel like you could marinate a fish in a flat squirt. Like, it might make a good marinade.
I'm pretty sure there are like recipes in flyover country that involve like marinating meat in sodas.
I saw a recipe for slow cooker chili that was like put a can of Coke in it.
Put a
Yeah,
can of
that's
Coke in
that's
it.
how you do pulled pork with root beer in a slow cooker.
I think like Fago, like if I think Fago
no.
like had recipes for like what meat to marinate.
A
in
potion to
so-and-so-
turn you into a juggalo.
in so and so.
Talk about the dark times. Fago
dark
is
carnival.
a mountain don't if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
There are they got
Yeah.
so many flavors, y'all. I checked out the Fago website once, and I was
Uh-oh.
like cuckoo bananas with
For
some of the
hours.
flavors.
Hours you
Was
were
there a
on that website.
banana flavored soda?
There might have been.
Those yuggalos really like their Fago.
I'm gonna look up the flavors.
Yag-
Soft
Yuggalos?
yay. It's a
Are you-
soft yay.
Hello, I'm from Sweden. Are you a Yagalo? I've read so much about your culture. Is this where can I buy the Yinkos? I want the Yinko Yins.
Yes, I love it. More. Would flat Dr. Pepper just be prune juice?
Ooh. Originally, Dr. Pepper was flavored with prune juice. I don't think it is anymore.
I had a lady friend who vehemently denied that, said that was an urban myth.
What stake did she have in the Dr. Pepper game?
Yeah, I don't know. She took great pride in it.
Does she listen to the podcast?
Maybe she
brand.
worked for Big Dr. Pepper.
Maybe.
You can't trust Big Dr. Pepper.
Mm.
I think I saw something. It was like strawberry Dr. Pepper or something recently, where it was like
Yeah, Jack in the Box, yeah.
Oh,
Why would you
It
do
sounds
that?
kind of wrong, doesn't it?
it's terrible.
It's got 29 flavors. You don't need to put another one.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to make that a round number.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So I'm on the Fago website, and they have a lot of flavors. Some of which are abstract, like moon mist, and they have grape, and they have a diet grape. But what got me is they have a fucking flavor called Dr. Fago.
Sued for medical malpractice.
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Ooh, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to Dr.
A Fago a day
Fago?
keeps the doctor away.
Dr.
From
Fago.
other patients.
Dr. Fago, it tastes just like having a scalpel left inside of you after they stitched you up.
Dr. Fago, the only one that'll show up to the family gathering.
And the funeral.
Dr. Fago, the kind of doctor that doesn't ask questions.
No.
$50 every time.
$50.
He also likes being grinded on by juggalo ladies. Anyway,
Juggalettes.
juggalettes, thank you.
there we
Thank
go.
you, TK.
Juggalettes in Sweden.
Yogalets.
Juggalettes.
But sweaty cheese, I think, is pretty gross. Like, I'll drink a flat soda every now and then, like if I've left it out from the previous day and I'm
Whole
thirsty.
day?
God.
You'll let it sit for a whole day?
I'm pretty gross.
My grandma, R.I.P., had this saying that she would use when like it was kind of like the equivalent of tough shit, which was tough bananas and hard cheese. And so the cheese thing is really unappealing to me.
Yeah. And also the bananas.
I love
bananas.
that saying.
It's really good though.
I can't get through this banana.
real good.
It's like a Slim Jim of a banana.
I mean, bananas are a slippery slope anyway, because the odds of you having a good banana are so slim, and there's no way for you to tell. It's either like too mushy and like brown, or like not very flavorful, or tough. Like,
That's one tough banana.
but that's a would you rather for another day.
Yeah. Amen.
Or would you rather have a different color, green specifically?
Underripe. It's an underripe would you rather. Yeah, I mean, it was root beer, but like my favorite cheese, just a good sharp cheddar. I could
Your
eat.
favorite cheese?
I do like a really good sharp cheddar though. Now, Jimmy, you're also a giant cheese nerd.
I do love cheese. Like I don't. There's no fucking
two ways around it.
illusion on how I'm going on this, but let's hash it out, I suppose.
Was it you that we went to Trader Joe's and we got that super baller like pesto Gouda or
Probably.
something like that?
It sounds like
good.
something I'd do.
Would I eat it sweaty?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Probably was
What
real
cheeses are worse sweaty? I feel like when I'm thinking of like a sweaty cheese, I'm thinking specifically of like
American?
a party tray. Well, no, American doesn't sweat. Are you kidding?
party tray.
It's barely cheese.
It's barely
Fair.
cheese.
No, I'm thinking like a
More
like a
machine than
pre-cut.
cheese.
You know, like a party tray, mostly probably cheddar,
Yeah.
maybe some pepper jack. So
Cheddar,
there's like
yeah.
a lot of low surface area. The cheese heats up real quick to room temperature, gets sweaty very quickly. You eat that shit up still, I feel
You
like.
do still eat it.
Like, it's like, oh, we're still at the party. It's been 3 to 4 hours. Fuck it. I'll put this on cracker.
Just
Yeah.
put it between two crackers.
but I
and,
feel like there are some cheeses that if they got sweaty, they'd be much worse.
Can a brie
Probably.
get sweaty?
It can...
I don't.
wouldn't that just make it softer and more delicious?
Yeah,
It
brie's
should-
supposed to be warm.
Get more runny. Yeah, like a runny brie.
A good. No, I think brie can get sweaty after it's solidified. After it's been warmed and then cooled, but not
like
in the
melted
fridge.
brie.
Get a little oozy doozy.
And
Melted
then it,
brie that cools
yeah,
down to room temperature.
and then that'll sweat up, and it'll have like a crust on top. It'll be like kind of leathery, like
Yeah.
laying on top, like a leathery lizard of
Ugh.
cheese.
Don't
lizard.
Cheese lizard with cheese wizard powers.
Oh,
I'll cast a dairy spell on you.
you'll have farts forever.
Oh, no! It's a cheese curse.
But yeah, I think I'd probably take the flat soda because I like sugar. Like I'm a sugar junkie, and cheese is good, but I'd rather have good cheese. And soda is okay, so I'll have even more okay-er soda.
I just, I find the idea of warm soda so viscerally distasteful.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with sweaty cheese. Because like Jimmy said, like I've been at parties where that tray's been out there for like 4 hours plus, sometimes in the fucking baking afternoon sun.
Oh my god,
I'll still fucking eat it. I'm that kind of animal. But like, if
you're
that,
gross too, but in a different way.
in a different way,
Yeah.
in a different and equal way. But like that warm soda will make me fucking vomit out my mouth and rectum.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen.
No bueno. TK,
I'm not a big soda person to begin with.
right?
But I'll drink like flat LaCroix.
Oh,
Like past the point where like most people will be like, that's not fizzy water anymore.
that's not even water anymore.
That doesn't
mean-
gross me out. It just kind of makes me sad.
But like there's something about flat soda that just kind of like it'll like coat your mouth in a weird way.
Oh,
and,
interesting.
Like, you can just kind of like you can taste the fact that it's not good for you. Like
I'm reminded.
flat Pepsi.
Yeah,
I mean Pepsi. I mean I'm a Coke person, but flat Pepsi specifically
just
just
one more rung down.
makes me want to vomit out of my asshole.
Oh, a lot of that going around
yeah,
these days.
Yeah,
you know,
catchy.
I'm just really gassy today, so I'm just thinking about my butt a lot.
Toot toot, TK toot toot.
Woo woo! That's actually, every time I do that, that's me farting.
Oh, so nobody can hear it.
Yeah.
Because the whistle's blowing.
And I just I mean, you just put some sweaty cheese between two crackers and, you're fine.
Pray to heaven.
You can coast. Yeah.
It's not like it's mayonnaise.
Even if I did like soda, I'm choosing cheese. Because, man, it's just like you say, put it between 2 crackers, 3 crackers, 4 crackers.
You know what? Maybe if I throw some crackers into my Filat soda, maybe that'll make it better, right, guys? Right?
Delicious.
Right? I mean, you guys are talking about these crackers making things better, so maybe if I just throw a couple crackers, maybe a little couple Ritz.
Delicioso.
Have you guys ever thrown like a little bit of like a tablespoon, no, more like a teaspoon of salt in like a cup of soda?
Oh.
No.
Makes it foam up like fucking crazy, and it makes it flat like automatically. It like fucking kills the bubbles right out of it. Yeah.
Why?
That's called science.
How has this occurred for you?
I don't know. You just get bored.
Well, I got
Making potions. I don't know.
I got salt, I got a soda, and I got a gun.
and I also have an hour to kill.
How do I combine these things?
Well, I'm safe, so throw the gun away.
Guess I'll put this gun in my mouth. See what happens.
The safety's on. It's fine.
It's gun flavored.
Speaking of putting a gun in your mouth, it's Lonely Hearts, folks. Lonely Hearts.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Lonely Hearts, where we comb through Craigslist looking for the most interesting and unique individuals in the personal sections and make a case for love between 2 randos. Mine is entitled this week, Wanted, Man Who Wants to Put Up With Me. In Las Vegas.
No.
You know, I like to call it lost wages.
What gets posted in Vegas stays posted in Vegas because Craigslist keeps it delineated very nicely like that.
Yeah, it's how Craigslist works in its very self.
Literally.
In Women Seeking Men, I am looking for a mate who will put up with my crazy. I am a bitch and very demanding, overly emotional, and highly argumentative.
Fuck.
Ugh.
I want a man who has a real job, wants to make me feel special, and will put up with all my crazy. I didn't realize that was she'd repeated herself, but there you go. Still reading? Here's the benefits.
Yes, we are.
I love football, weed, and sex. I am ridiculously smart, love to be spontaneous, and I am one of the most supportive people you'll ever meet. Every man who has lost me has done so by being an inconsiderate and insulting prick to me, and I am not putting up with that shit anymore. I'm also extremely objective and not at all biased in my opinion of myself.
She's like just supportive of anything the other person does, just completely 100% supportive. Like, I think I'm gonna sell all my possessions and buy me a boat truck that's both a boat and a truck. And yeah, honey, do it.
I want to be like James Bond.
I think you'll go over great at that bar mitzvah in your Hitler cosplay.
Oh, okay.
They'll love you, sweetie.
It's just cosplay. They'll understand.
Final section. I also have a great ass. My tits aren't much to speak of, but my ass is perfect, and it doesn't matter what it looks like from the front when you're hitting it from behind. Poo!
Did you just say poo?
You just said poo.
Did she say poo?
No, I added that for him.
Editorial note.
But those were her own words up until the poo. That was not me. That was not me saying
got a good
those
butt.
things.
She's proud of her butt.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I mean, it almost seems like a parody ad or some sort of like, I almost assumed that this was like some sort of like douchebag being like, this is what women are really like. They're totally blah, blah, blah. But like she actually has compliments about herself and like things that and like that kind of read as like something that isn't like a parody, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. It almost verges into like do you guys know what I mean?
Yeah. A parody of itself.
It sounds like... So when you first started reading it, I was like, this sounds like some dude got dumped by a girl.
Exactly.
And so he's writing like a revenge article or
like
whatever.
a
revenge post.
Yeah.
And then everything else came along, and then I was like, oh, this just reads like the and I was born in 87, so I fall into this camp. But like the millennial version of the if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best,
Yeah.
which
Worst.
is such
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fine, you have a great ass, but like, okay, you can
Shut
be a
up
bitch,
about
but
it.
like, that's not brag worthy.
I see this person posting on Facebook things like, I have a disorder where I tell the truth and people get mad at me.
Or like super vague booking about like all of the drama that's going on.
Ouch. Well, that hurt. Period.
Well, fuck you too then.
Yeah.
And then like not replying to the comments like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Or maybe, or just like a snapshot of like a hand with a hospital bracelet on
Oh,
it.
no.
Yeah. I knew someone who did that and she'd write that post. And I don't want to be a woman tearing down other women, but we can do better for ourselves.
This person could do better in their posting to Craigslist.
But
But-
she does
I
have
want her
a
to love
great
herself more.
Guess her age.
37.
23.
27.
Dane is the closest at 38.
37.
Fuck. Without going over prices, right? Da, da, da.
So I
But yeah, like it does kind of vibe like something a much younger person would write.
This is
doesn't
why I
it?
say older, is because I think she's like gone through it so many times with people where she's just like, well, at this point, I can only blame myself, I guess. So this is who I am. I need to tell you up front.
And I think also Craigslist is a different range of people, right? Like, I guess I said 23, but now that I think about it, a 23-year-old bitch is going to be on Tinder.
Yeah.
Not
for sure.
Craigslist. Being like, I'm a bitch, love me.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hashtag sassy.
Hashtag that ass dough.
Hashtag
That is
assy.
Gassy. Who do we... Toot it up. Who do we got for this lucky Craigslist participant?
I got a spicy one this week.
Oh, goodness.
Mamma Mia.
Title is Pooh Bear, you will always have a home here.
Oh.
Brian lit up like a Christmas tree.
Go on.
And the very short, it goes, if you are Pooh Bear, I love you so much, let me make you my wife. I have always loved you, and you will always love you. You're my Pooh Bear. And then there's a kissy emoticon, like a breathy emoticon, and like a head bandage emoticon. And then he says, if you want to get married, I'm your guy. I love you with all my heart and soul. Let's get Stone Cliff. Meet me at the farm. Heart eyes emoji, kiss emoji, different kiss emoji. Please come home. You're my first and only true love. I miss your smile, touch, laughter. I want to love and take care of you forever. Please don't give up on our love.
Oh, no.
Talk
now
about
I'm getting...
narrowcasting. Oh my god.
That's it.
I'm getting sad.
That's all.
Are they in Las Vegas?
There's a picture. There's a picture. It's very bad. There's a picture of, I forgot to mention, like Pooh, Winnie the Pooh, and Piglet and all that stuff. But that's not how Pooh Bear is spelled in the title. It is a P-O-O bear.
Kind of situation, sure.
Oh, you don't want that bear in your house.
You don't want that Pooh Bear
That's a
anywhere near
different
your
type of
delicates.
It's different. That's a different bear. Whew.
You guys, let's...
That smell is not honey. Let me just tell you. That is nuh-uh.
Hold on, but you missed a really important part, which makes I don't know how to read it. So body athletic, height 5'7", status widowed.
Oh, no.
So I'm not sure.
Everyone was already too sad.
Dark
Okay.
turn.
So I omitted it.
Did I just? Okay, I made it worse.
Everyone's eyes just lit the fuck up in here.
TK has a disorder where she tells the truth and everyone cries.
Buddy.
I am a millennial.
I don't know if Pooh Bear's coming back.
Oh, but he's like, please don't give up on our love.
That's true.
Did she have a? Oh.
Maybe, okay, no, based
don't
on
know.
how this post is written and for what purpose, maybe not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Yeah, there is a sentence that's, let's get Stonecliff.
Let's get Stonecliff. Meet me at the farm.
So I feel like maybe they don't know what widowed means.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe they just
maybe.
think like
I've been widowed.
I've been left.
I've been widowed.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm a widow now.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna believe that because
Yeah.
I don't.
So we don't cry
to-
here. Salty tears into the bubbles.
Yeah. I just.
That'll make the jacuzzi flat.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't want to cry the
Those salty tears in our bubbly jacuzzi.
That'll flatten out.
Delicious.
Flatten. And then we'd have to drink it. Honestly, this person's pretty romantic, and
In
I
their
feel
way.
yeah, and I feel like they're kind of well-meaning.
I feel for them.
I do feel for 'em.
They are not dealing well with being there alone. However, they happen to be alone.
Guys, I feel like this poo seeker would.
I don't think Dane. I don't. I know
feel
you
like-
intend well, but I don't think so.
I feel like this. I feel like this poo seeker
Oh no.
would do well with a fiery firecracker of a lady with a
She'd
real
be-
nice butt.
She'd be a handful of salt in his soda.
Making
Damn.
it flat and
She would
flaccid.
just flatten him right out.
yeah. Here's my theory. I think each of those posts were extremely dramatic.
They were, yes.
But in very, very, very different ways. And I think that millennial, or not millennial, she's almost 40. Come on. I think,
Fuck your age, lady.
well, no, it's just like, it just reads so childish.
Should we call her Bitchy Buns?
Bitchy Buns!
Oh God.
So I think Bitchy Buns would get really bored of Pooh Seeker very quickly.
yeah, and
Also-
then leave him.
Yeah. And then he would be back on Craigslist like, please don't leave me, Bitchy Buns.
Come on, Bitchy Buns.
Bitchy Buns, if you are my Bitchy Buns, let me make you my wife.
Let's get
I
Stone Cliff at the farm, bitchy buns.
I will be the ketchup in your hot dog. No, I don't know.
I also
Delicious.
Can I also make
Question
a
mark?
podcast proposal
Sure.
that is, can we give them nicknames every time?
As often as we
it's almost,
can.
because it's almost like the how advice columns
Right.
sign off, and I really like it.
No, I like
when
that
it comes
too.
very naturally, I think we
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Bitchy Buns and Pooh Seeker.
No, yeah, I just think it's so perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't think this is love.
I do. I'm saying it. I think that
I mean,
they're gonna love each other.
Maybe Bitchy Buns just needs someone to fawn all over her, and it
She's
sounds like
so smart. He's so dumb. Sometimes that really works. You know?
Do you think he would smoke weed with her though?
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, I mean yeah.
Get stoned.
Get Stone Cliff.
Cliff.
Get Stone Cliff.
could-
Meet me at the farm.
420.
You know?
I could buy She
The
Gets
weed
Stone
farm.
Cliff. I could buy it. Yeah.
I think
Maybe the
I think they're
farm
gonna
is the
find
weed
love.
farm.
You're right.
I think her killer ass would snap him in half. That's my
Maybe he needs to be snapped
Literally.
in half.
literally. That's what
Maybe that's what he
He's
wants.
in the hospital
I
now.
rest my case. Yeah.
With a broken back and a broken heart.
What
and
do
a
you-
broken dick.
What do you think, Jimmy? Compatibility.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
This guy, Pooh Seeker, is seeking some poo. And this woman, she's not poo.
You don't think so?
Seeking a different type of boo.
Different type of poo, boo, boo, boo.
Pooey booey. Anyway, our next Would You Rather comes to us from Would You Reddit. And user J Rage Dominate asks.
J Rage Dominate Ass.
No, the username is the
J-Rage
username
Dominate.
J Rage Dominate, and he asks.
Oh.
Excuse me, let me enunciate my asks.
Okay.
Would you rather eat a hot dog with a hamburger bun, or eat a hamburger with a hot dog bun?
Okay. That's honestly, it's not as bad as I was expecting.
Dane prepared us for this, perhaps.
He did.
He warned us.
He like sort of He gave us the leather belt to clamp down our teeth on while he stick the hot poker in our gunshot
I
wound.
gave you a little heads up about the caliber of this Would You Rather.
He gave us a slug of that moonshine whiskey
That's
before
right.
he treated our rattlesnake bites.
But this rattlesnake bite actually was a garter snake bite, apparently. So
Yeah.
You didn't need the whiskey, and you just like biting on leather.
It's
So
like a garbage snake bite.
Hot dogs and snakes are the same shape.
Well put. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Jimmy, the best of us. Thank you.
good old smug Jim coming in from the side. TK, you look thunderstruck.
I have no idea what to do with that would you rather. I have no idea.
Okay, let's go through the merits.
Yeah, y'all lead.
I think
One, you got too much bun. One, you got too much meat.
I don't know
One
about too
that
much.
seems way better.
No such thing.
Of which?
I mean, of
Too
both.
much- too
I
much-
also really love carbs.
Too much buns like our lonely heart
I
woman.
feel
Too much.
haven't we all been in the case where we had hot dogs but no hot dog buns, but you usually have sandwich bread?
Yeah.
And you try to make that happen, like a weird fucking hot
my
dog
childhood.
sandwich
Hot dog taco.
mistake. Yeah, the hot dog taco, or if you're feeling really ambitiously stupid, you can try to do the hot dog sandwich.
You
where
slice
it's
them down
two
the middle.
slices of bread and a hot dog in the middle of it.
Do you slice the hot dog in half?
See,
No, if you're me, you don't.
'Cause
if
you're
me
dumb.
And, if you're me and 12, you don't, because you're God's favorite mistake. Brian Warlock.
I'm
just
not
call
allowed to
yourself
touch
a-
the knives.
Mom will be furious.
And this hot dog ain't butter, so I can't use those neither.
I can't use the sharp mustard. Mother will be angry.
Nothing sharp.
Poke my eye out with it. Great poupon.
That does remind me. I feel like I brought this up on the last time I
Do it
was recording
again.
with you. I told you guys about Happy Face buns, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
that on recording or on
it
extras?
was. No, it was on
Yeah.
recording.
So, I mean, it doesn't say that you have to keep the hot dog or the hamburger in its original state.
Right.
So, what if I made some bomb ass
Is that-
fucking Happy Face buns?
Is that like a Butterkiss sandwich?
I don't know what that is. Happy Face buns are.
One more time
I don't
from the
remember.
top.
Happy Face buns are hamburger buns, yellow mustard, American
Oh.
cheese with a smiley face cut out of hot dogs on top and then put in the broiler so it like kind of burned the cheese.
This was the
My mom
cheese
was a
blister
fucking
episode.
genius.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess you don't really like you could technically cut the hamburger patty into half moons. Mm-hmm. Right?
And then you got like a sail on the top of your
Yeah.
hot dog bun.
Yeah.
Or is that against the would you rather?
Ooh, it'd be a hot dog stegosaurus.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be whimsical.
Yeah.
Though just the visual imagery of like you got yourself a big thick old bun, a hot dog or a hamburger bun, and you got that wiener sticking out.
Yeah.
Here's a kind of lateral.
Hilarious.
Here's a lateral question, and the answer of it will not help us in any way, shape, or form.
Good.
But
Go on.
do you think it's
Classic
fair to
PJC.
say that both of these options are better than the double down?
Jimmy?
The double down.
The late great KFC double down.
I missed out on that.
Two breaded
yeah.
fish.
I think you're the
fillets.
only one. Fish fillets.
It was sorry,
No,
chicken
chicken
fillets,
breasts,
breaded
yeah.
chicken breasts with like all nightmares
it was
in the middle.
It was the middle was okay, but the nightmare was the bun of
Nightmare
chicken.
was the bun.
Didn't like really early on in our friendship, Jimmy? Didn't
I
we
ate one
go-
by accident.
Or I thought they forgot. Like you ordered one and they didn't give it to you.
No, so they had a sandwich called the Doublelicious, and that was basically like it was a regular burger thing with a regular in the middle chicken patty thing. But I'm pretty sure it was the same chicken that was the bun of the double down.
Okay.
But like it was that chicken with like a pretty good sauce and like there might have been another meat included as well. And it was pretty fucking good if memory serves because I would order it. And then like one day I ordered it, but I said double down by accident.
and you got
And
a
I got the double
down.
down and I opened it up and I was like, oh.
And you're like, and-
you got like really depressed.
I was legitimately depressed. I took one bite because I was like, well, this cost more, so I don't want to like return it for the other thing. But then I took one bite and I hated it, and I was like,
and I think you were like already having a bad day.
So
And,
you
like,
had a
this
bad day,
happened.
you ordered double down, you bit
No.
into it, and then you're feeling a frown.
that's pretty good.
There we okay. All right, you warmed me to
I
it.
pulled
yeah.
it out.
Correction,
You pulled it
he
out.
ordered the Doublelicious.
No, he said
he-
double down by accident.
I ordered
that's
the
right.
wrong thing.
You're right. I was wrong.
Because I checked the receipt and I was like, fuck, I fucked up.
I wanted to try it just for the sheer insanity that was it. It's so
American?
specifically American that I was like, man, I got to participate in this cultural event known as the Double Down. And I didn't because I don't know why.
Because you want to keep living?
No, I
Your
didn't want to
survival
keep
instinct
living.
kicked in.
No, not that. I think it was laziness.
It wasn't good and it was
Saved
expensive.
my life. It wasn't good. And also, in addition, it gave me gout.
So both of these
Chicken
options
gout.
we're discussing, though, better than the double down.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, hot
I
dogs
agree.
are generally great.
I like hamburgers better. Generally.
So I feel like
They both have their pros and cons.
They do.
like a hot dog is generally going to taste like a hot dog. Like there are good hot dogs and there are bad hot dogs, but I feel like
hot dogs that climb on rocks.
I feel like their flavor doesn't really change like drastically. But hamburgers,
Yeah.
like there's all different kinds.
The
like
smoked. The Angus.
yeah, the broiled. Like even if you like,
The boiled.
I don't know, like you can make it a lot of different
There are all
ways.
kinds of sausages, though. You know?
Yeah, but a sausage is not a hot dog.
I'd say a hot dog is a sausage,
It's
though.
a type of...
yeah,
You
it's
wouldn't,
like
you wouldn't
a.
think a bratwurst is a hot dog?
So a hot dog is a hot dog, but I think a hot dog is a sausage, but a sausage is not a hot dog.
But
It's like-
sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
It's like geometry. Some all rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles. It's the same. It's the
Yeah.
same law, but applying to tubed meats.
That's
It's
fair.
like in the sausage family,
Tubed
sausage phylus.
meats.
That's right. Tubed meats
Tubed meat.
with edible casings, or casingless, as in the case of the hot dog.
Like
go
my good old tube steak.
Hey, yo.
I was wondering when we get to the
Steak.
dick jokes because we're talking about hot dogs.
I mean,
Wieners.
it's bound to happen.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Bound like a cased meat. I think I would take the hamburger in the hot dog bun just because it look funny with the half of the rounded edge sticking out of the top of that old bun, and yeah, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
That would stress me out. That would stress me out so much.
Because it's unwieldy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
What if a sharp breeze takes it away?
Yeah, or like, what if it's like a heavy burger with a flimsy bun
Yeah.
and like falls through the crease?
Oh no.
And then, and then you kind of just have like a hamburger sandwich with a hot dog bun. But then it's like,
You know what?
it just stresses me out.
You know
Yeah.
what it kind of sounds like? It sounds like the
Terribleness?
It sounds like the straw that breaks the camel's back. It's like you're already having a bad day. This sounds like the tiny horrible thing that happens at the end of your really bad day,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
And you're like, I'm
It's
done.
like-
I'm going home.
Like you order a hamburger and it fucking arrives like that, and you're just like, are you?
Why are you
It's like-
burdening me?
It's
with
like you've
this?
had a horrible day at work and you're supposed to meet your significant other, but they're busy because like their friend of the compatible sex just showed up in town, and your relationship's already been having a bad time, and they're prioritizing that friendship over your relationship, and you're just feeling really like unfulfilled in your work, and your relationship is bad, and you're at home and it's like late, you don't want to go shopping, and all you've got left is like hot dogs and hamburger buns, and you're like, okay, well, I gotta make this work, and then like you try to, and it doesn't, and it's just like fuck my life.
And then
know?
and then your significant other sends you a photo of their perfect hot dogs and hot dog buns.
With their friend who's of the compatible sex that they're into.
Yeah.
And it's just like on him.
And then somehow a rain cloud shows up in your kitchen and just
right over.
pisses on you.
And then you take a
pisses
photo
on
of
you.
that and send it over, and then they send another photo back of
I'm
like
leaving you
an,
for the
empty, an
friend.
empty plate, and they're like, delicious.
And your parent is there giving them best child award. This is my favorite child award.
I always liked your friends more than you award.
I'm sad.
So you're taking the hot dog and the hamburger bun then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can at least slice it in half and like have, a 50% hot dog to hamburger bun ratio.
Right. Getting down to the metrics of it. Sure.
I mean, yeah,
No, it makes sense.
and more surface area.
And more
you know?
surface area. Jimmy?
Sorry, what did you all actually choose? This is too similar for me to keep track of what actually you all chose.
I chose the hamburger patty within the hot dog
hamburger
bun.
meat. You
I
chose
chose the hot dog because
Hot
it is
dog.
less unwieldy and easier to make fit into a hamburger bun.
I didn't choose yet.
Yeah, that's what I was
that's
saying.
right.
I
I'm
thought you
sorry.
just told a story and didn't choose.
It's as good as choosing.
I helped.
I would
Maybe
choose
better.
hamburger meat and hot dog bun.
Oh, the stressor outer.
They're both stressor outers, Dane. They're both stressor outers.
They're both indicative of a bad fucking day.
I
Indicative.
I think I would go
Dick.
for.
A dick.
I think I would go for hamburger meat just because I've got less emotional baggage tied to
Okay.
that. Whereas I have tried to make a hot dog work in something similar to a hamburger bun,
Right.
and it didn't, and it doesn't. So don't.
Okay.
America, other English-speaking countries, or countries where this podcast has been translated into your native language.
America,
don't,
Samoa.
Don't. America,
Okay.
Samoa, don't.
Don't do it.
Just don't.
All right, Jimmy. Now it's your turn.
All right, I just wanted to be clear on where we stand. No, I'm choosing I'm choosing hamburger in a hot dog bun
Oh,
because I feel like you know how like
TK's been outvoted.
I mean, my womanhood is not threatened right now.
Good.
that's weird. Why'd you bring that up? It's almost like your womanhood is threatened or something.
Hey, fuck you.
Also, aren't you a brass tea kettle?
Yeah, but I've
it
got
can
a,
identify
I've got a
as
spout.
Don't
I've got a
judge
spout.
it.
You got a urethra.
that makes me. I think because like I feel like you know how like when there's like a you put the square piece of cheese on a regular hamburger and it's like dripping over the sides.
Oh yeah.
It's like that, but with meat. And that seems great. So you just get like a
Okay.
big meaty bite that doesn't have
Big
any bun.
melty meat.
But then you have a little extra bun on the other side of the 90 degrees. Like to eat first. Like you eat the extra bun first, dip it in ketchup, I guess, or whatever.
Jimmy's got a whole game plan.
I'm just being illogical here.
So to circle back to what the tea kettle said about her spout making her feminine, it reminded me of this comic, a webcomic I love called Gun Show that's since been retired. But there's this strip where like there's this guy in heaven and he's like, so God, I've always wondered, are you like a dude or a lady? And God whips open his robe and he's like, check it out. And the guy's like, oh my God, you are a guy. Look at that hog. And he's like, no, check it out, my son. What's that at the end of my penis?
No.
That's right. It's a vagina. Touche, God.
You got me there, God.
You got me there.
Gotcha.
You're gotcha. Splitting the diff. That's our
Splitting
G
the dick.
person.
Yeah, okay.
Literally
vagina.
splitting the dick with a vagina.
Vagina. Vagina.
What do we do next?
I don't
Please,
know.
please, Jimmy, deliver us.
Oh, that's not.
I mean, I told
That's
you
not.
I didn't know what to do with that question.
No, you did it right. You did it upright.
You did it up, right, and
The fact
down,
that
right,
we-
and left to right.
The fact that we ended with dicks and vaginas.
I mean, that's about where it was going to
You're
go
welcome.
either way.
So
Check out Gun Show. It's all online. It's still great. It's funny.
Nice.
It's funny stuff.
Hashtag gun show.
Hashtag Gun Show.
Hashtag, what's that guy's
2
name? Who
tickets
does
to
it?
the...
What, I forgot his name. What's his name?
Casey Green.
He's the best man.
He is hilarious.
He's my best man at my wedding. I'm getting married to him,
Oh, congratulations.
to Casey Green.
it's really beautiful.
I can't believe I forgot his name. That's weird. It's Mary Fuck Kill. I'm marrying Casey Green.
I'm fucking Casey Green.
How fucking get away from him?
I guess I'm killing Casey Green.
No.
Sorry, guys.
You kill what you love, they say.
I want his web comic to get extra famous by killing him.
It's like that movie The One, starring Casey Green. It's Mary Fuck Kill. Where I give you 3 things and or people. You choose 1 to fuck, 1 to marry, and 1 to kill. Maybe in that order, maybe not. You decide. This week, our Mary Fuck Kill contestants are Scrooge McDuck, Baloo the Bear from Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck.
2 ducks and a bear.
And a bear. 2 ducks and a bear.
2 ducks and a bear.
All right. So I have very vague understandings of these characters.
All three of them?
So I feel like I know Scrooge McDuck from
Miserly,
DuckTales.
Yeah.
Right?
Scottish,
Very
Yeah.
Scottish.
From the Tales of the Ducks.
can defy physics by swimming through solid gold piles
Yes.
of gold
Right.
coins.
Just filthy fucking rich.
Just very
Too
rich.
rich.
Total 1%.
A genie stole his money once or something.
It was a duck blur.
It was.
So and then Baloo, I can see him. He's like a giant white fluffy bear.
Gray.
Gray. Okay.
Originally from the movie The Jungle Book,
Yes.
but was
Repurposed.
What
repurposed,
a weird
thank you.
fucking repurposing. Just,
I-
by the way,
It's kind of like we want to do this adventure show that's kind of 40s pulp, and we're just going to shoehorn in this property that we own
Wait,
because we've got it.
into what? What was this property?
So Tailspin,
Tailspin.
was a cartoon show about Baloo the Bear as a freight pilot,
Yeah.
an
Oh.
airplane pilot.
And it was done up in this kind of like 30s pulp sort of like Indiana Jones, you know,
Yeah.
like, blah, blah, blah thing.
Okay.
And he had a sidekick named Kit who had like a air surfer type of thing.
was
That
a little
he
bear,
also
right?
a bear?
He was a
He was a little bear.
bear cub, yeah.
And then like the dispatcher was the love interest.
I
and
think she
there were
owned the company.
Yeah, something
and there
like
was
that.
kind of this like, you know, you're a dame, you can't be my boss, kind of thing.
I'm Baloo the Bear, and I'm also misogynist.
I got the biggest dick in the forest.
you can tell because I never wear pants.
It's like a hot dog and a hamburger bun.
Where the bun is
And
my
you said
fur.
you weren't familiar with the show.
I mean, I was thinking a different set of buns, but you know.
And there were
sorry.
also
Oh,
air
my.
pirates. There were pirates in planes, and the bad guy was French. He was a
of
French
course.
wolf.
he was like Euro trash.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard to tell, you know.
Yeah. And then the third one's Darkwing Duck, who existed in the same world as Tailspin.
Same sort
No.
of.
No, sorry, in
DuckTales.
DuckTales. But he was a type of vigilante.
He was like a Batman.
He was like a
He's kind
Batman.
of like a Batman.
But like a good guy? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like Batman, but a good guy.
okay.
His catchphrase.
Well, no.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
His
being-
catchphrase was "Let's get dangerous."
But he was he was like kind of a joke too, right?
Oh,
like he got the job done,
He was
but
terrible at it.
He was bad at it.
It was kind of the Inspector Gadget phenomena where like he's worthless, but his like niece gets shit done. His niece
Goslin.
actually has brains,
And he has funny helper tools.
Oh,
and
and
Launchpad was in that show
Launchpad
too.
McQuack.
He was in both shows. in
Launchpad
DuckTales.
McQuack, yeah,
Who's
was
Launchpad
He flies a
McQuack?
plane.
He was-
You said the full name.
he was in this
Well, you
idiotic.
said the full name.
Oh
He was an
fuck!
idiot. Yeah, I sound just like TK. I know. We're always getting mixed up. For one
I didn't
another.
hear you say.
Hello, I'm the
McQuack.
tea kettle.
Hello, I'm the tea kettle.
Oh my god!
Is there an echo in this room? Tea kettle.
Which one do I shoot?
Tea kettle.
You have to
can't
shoot.
tell.
one
You
with
shoot
the
one, I'll shoot the
spout.
other.
Okay, done.
Pop quiz hot shot. Shoot
Anyway.
the hostage. Tea kettle.
It was great knowing you all.
Bumbling, well-intentioned. He's kind of big for his britches. He kind of like believes in
By which
himself
man is a huge
more.
cock.
This is Launchpad McDuck?
No, this
McQuack.
is
McQuack.
what's his name? Darkwing Duck.
Oh.
Okay.
So he thinks he's a hot shot, but he's really a cold
He thinks he's
Dribble.
Batman, but he's really Booster Gold.
Oh, ooh.
deep cut. So those are the three. We got kind of full of himself, but easygoing freight airplane pilot. We've got a miserly Scottish rich boy duck guy, and then we've got a gadget-ridden, also full of himself, vigilante by night superhero.
Does he have a heart of gold?
He is definitely well-intentioned. Yes,
Yeah.
he wants the best for things, but he goes about it in the wrong ways.
I have a soft spot in my heart for that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you think that comes from?
I mean, y'all know Soup.
We do know Soup.
Oh no, he's gonna listen. No, he's just like. Sometimes he's just.
He's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Well, we love Soup.
You don't want to let him
and
know.
sometimes it comes off in weird ways.
Yeah,
but,
you don't want to
know,
let that guy know you like him and you respect him. That would be the worst
That's-
thing ever.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? You guys gonna get married or something?
Weird. Oh, that'd be really
A
weird.
can of soup and a tea kettle getting together? Whatever.
Total
Think of
anarchy.
the children.
Can I ask some character questions?
Sure.
What's Baloo's tude?
He's kind of
Laid back,
Very laid back.
little lazy,
Yeah.
easy to laugh.
I want to say
That
in
might
the
be
show
what
he
he
was
sounds
kind of
like.
misogynistic.
He was a little misogynistic.
Yeah, I think so.
He liked to. I feel like he liked to nap while flying.
Oh yeah, he always was napping with like a newspaper on
Yeah.
his face or some shit, right?
Loved to nap.
What a nap BA.
Oh. Time for tailspin. Bow, bow.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm a bear and I'm misogynistic.
And then DuckTales. Woohoo!
All right.
And then
Okay.
and then it was
That says everything I need to know.
All right, Dane, that is the song.
and then it was
You got it.
Darkwing Duck.
when there's
Get dangerous.
When there's
when
trouble.
there's in trouble, you call DW.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
It had
I
good
remember that
song.
intro.
And then you close up on his eyes going back and forth, back
Yeah.
and forth. He had a
Alright.
purple motif.
Yes.
Big ol' hat.
Biggle hat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming back to you?
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember it.
It's because it was weird.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for
Hey,
the
you're welcome.
information. Also, I would like to just take a moment to apologize to my partner because I did not mean that you're a bumbling fool.
No, you didn't put that
No,
connotation
I
on
mean,
it. You
no.
said heart of gold. You have a
Yeah.
hot spot for the heart of gold.
Fart of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Oh, you know what else?
Sorry.
You know what
I
else
love
that
you.
show had?
Bye.
Which show?
Darkwing Duck. It had a robot with a unicycle robot.
That's right.
What?
Well, no, that was a different show.
No.
oh.
No,
Same
it was a different show.
It was a different. It was Gizmo Duck.
Gizmo Duck.
What's
Yeah,
the-
he was a different show.
He didn't have his own show.
No, he was in
Yeah.
both.
I think he might have had a like a sort of made-for-TV movie thing, but and he might have cameoed in like DuckTales and Darkwing Duck,
Yeah.
but I don't think he was like a recurring cast member of Darkwing Duck.
He was a regular.
Well,
Is he like the
I-
sidekick?
I think he was actually.
Kinda.
I think he was actually a spin-off from DuckTales. And
Okay.
I'll take that to my grave.
Okay.
I think you're right. Maybe.
I'll take that to my grave.
I'll kill you over it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you'll kill me, but I'll rise
I think he
again.
was. I think he was in both.
Yeah,
but
I think he was in
I think you were right.
You'll kill me, and I'll rise again like Jesu,
Can I
because
see a
I'm
picture?
buoyed on wings of the truth.
He
Because Gizmo Duck was from fucking DuckTales.
So that's Darkwing Duck and that's Gizmo.
Woohoo.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe I did watch this show.
It's all coming back to you.
It all went away.
There was like a
Dare you.
the like bad guy was like a vampire lady duck.
Count Duckula.
No, it was a
Maybe.
lady.
It was she,
Countess
yeah.
Duckula.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like Count Duckula was actually a different show. He ate vegetables, and it was a British show. It was hilarious.
Very good.
And there was a bunny involved.
I think I'm ready. I think I got it.
It was by the same studio that did Danger Mouse.
Oh,
Cool. I think I would marry Scrooge because I'm a gold digger and I'm all about the Benjamins and also the gold.
Literal gold one.
Yeah. And I want to go on crazy adventures with a couple of wisecracking scamps and a well-intentioned, if not dull, pilot. I think I would fuck Baloo the bear because
More cushion for the bush.
yeah, exactly. I think he'd be great to cuddle with. And like there's something in a sexual connotation about being objectified that just might feel kind of gratifying in a way.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'd want to experience it, you know?
Just to feel out the space.
Yeah, with his bare hands.
Ow.
And then I think I would kill Darkwing Duck just to put him out of his misery. Just like, you know, you may be well-intentioned, you may get the job done, but at what cost? Your own dignity.
When there's in trouble, you kill DW.
I kill him dead with a gun.
To his head.
To
Didn't he have like a plunger gun or something?
I'm sure
sounds
he did.
correct. I
And
think
that
he did.
sounds dirty also.
Yeah, he's
like
an
what kind of a
What a gross poopy weapon.
Right.
It,
so
it was a retractable plunger, like on a corks. I was trying to do
Oh,
like a
it-
duck cock thing. I don't know.
Explosive.
It wasn't quite
What an
there.
explosive joke that was.
So I'd kill him.
Oh. Okay, so I have mine.
Yeah, go for it.
Close. So I would definitely fuck Baloo the bear.
Uh-huh.
Similar reasons. You know, like
Just
nice
big-
to cuddle with. Like,
yeah.
You know, his big bear arms.
It's kind of
Just-
dangerous, too. He's a bear.
It's very like it's very Gone with the Wind.
Oh,
right?
sure.
Like just scooping you up and just making you feel little and cared for, and that's
Frankly, my dear, don't give a damn.
well.
Let's get these air pirates.
I mean, I guess I don't really know what Baloo is like,
Right.
but I'm just picturing a big old bear.
Great.
I would kill Scrooge McDuck because down with the Patri-Ducky.
Yeah. Bourgeoisie.
I think we've got a title for the
Yeah,
episode.
that's literally. I was like making a note to myself.
I don't care for gold swimmins.
Uh-huh.
And I just like I just wouldn't be happy. And I would marry Darkwing Duck because I have that like weird thing for the underdog where
Sure.
like maybe he would have a really fucking rough night of fighting crime in all the wrong ways, but he gets the job done and he'll come home and I'll just be like, hey, let me make you a sandwich.
And he'll be
like,
like,
yeah, okay. And
Thank you.
and then we'll sit down and he'll tell me about his day and I'll just be like, damn,
That sounds tough.
like you could have done better, but good on you for getting it done,
There
I
you
guess.
go.
There was the whole aspect of that show where it was his home life.
Oh,
Wait,
was
did
it?
he have a home life?
Yeah. So he was like a dad, or well, I guess his,
I don't
his
remember
niece.
Oh,
that.
I don't want kids. That changes everything.
Well, I don't know. Well, he took care of his niece. Like I think he raised his niece.
I think he had like a.
I don't know if Goslin was his niece or his
I
daughter.
forget if that was his niece or it was sort of like his ward.
Nobody has two
How
parents
old
in
was
Disney.
this niece?
She was like
Early
in her
teens.
single
Late
digits.
elementary.
Okay.
Like 8 to 12.
All right. Well,
But she was super
we'll
smart.
just have some long talks about it, I guess.
Getting rid of her.
Set
Having
some-
a retroactive
I mean-
abortion on that 8-year-old.
Oh, my God.
In the 32nd trimester.
Oh boy. So yeah, similarly to my friend the Tea Kettle, I know I should save the best for last. Okay, I would marry Baloo because I think he'd be kind of a chill partner to have for the rest of your life. You know, not like a lot of pressure. You know, just kind of like good times. You know, I kind
He's
of
a
like
working man.
I kind of like to have a partner who sort of has their own thing. I have my own thing. We can get together, but we don't really lean on each other too much. I am a very cold, lonely person.
Sure.
So yeah, I think he would support that very well.
We get that.
He's got a good sense of humor. I think I would fuck Darkwing Duck.
Because of all the toys?
Because of pity fuck.
Oh.
I think, you know, like I think he's probably a lonely person, you know, too. And yeah, you know, that would be fun. But mainly, I think the one I was really excited about is I want to fucking kill Scrooge McDuck because he's fucking plutocrat, fucking part of the problem. Get that, free up those fucking funds, get him back into society.
Sure.
You know,
Right?
and like I'll bet his nephews are smart enough to have like forged his will. They'll probably like divide that money up and they'll spend it. You know, they'll actually use it. They won't like swim through it in like his fucking vault where it's doing nothing. You know. Fuck him!
It's appreciating. It's gaining interest.
I'm appreciating the swimming pool I have.
Fuck the Patri-Ducky!
Yeah.
Yeah!
You're really getting wrapped
Yeah.
up in this, Brian.
High five, Brian.
Oh,
Yeah!
That's a
My heart
hot
just
tub
keeps
high
ex-
five.
Yeah. My heart just keeps expanding for Darkwing Duck the way that you guys are describing him, and now like I have some like serious introspection to do.
And you got to watch the show.
Yeah, because
don't know
well,
if you
that
have
might
to
change
watch the
things.
show.
I think I think I want to stay
let's not go that
with my heart widened for this pathetic loser underdog crime fighting duck.
I think
Okay.
he works better as an idea. I think the show, I don't think it aged well.
Yeah, I expect so.
Okay.
It's all that
Yams.
racist stuff about Koreans. So.
Oh my
Oh
God.
wait, really?
No.
No!
Oh.
No.
Whoa.
Not
Whoa,
really.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's pump the brakes on this hot tub.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yams.
Corey Duckrians. Anyways,
Down with the Patri-Ducky.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, that.
That felt like ripping off a scab that was like not ready.
there's like a scab underneath it.
It wasn't ready.
I love how this question went down because everyone has very different answers, and that doesn't always happen. Because I'm fucking killing Blue.
Whoa! Out of left field.
I always hated Tailspin. I thought it was bad.
Huh.
Maybe it wasn't, but
Whoa-y, whoa.
I didn't like it.
Whoa.
Down
And-
with tailspin.
Down with Tailspin.
Yeah, I don't know. Blue, maybe he's not all the problem, but part of the problem. And then I think I'd have to fuck Scrooge. It'd be. Have you ever fucked on? How much money have all y'all fucked on?
That's true.
What is the most amount of money?
Wait,
50
Because I'll
cents.
beat you.
Probably like $5 that was like in my pocket and I forgot about it.
I was thinking like 50 cents that fell out of my pocket.
Yeah,
Okay.
not millions.
I
Not
am
millions.
10 times more profitable fucking than
That's
you.
right. That's right. That's all right. I'm okay with that.
My fucking is appreciating.
My fucko buckos. You heard of Bitcoin? Hear this.
now we got the tit coin. Sorry.
Titcoin, fucko buckos, and
Oh man.
chode bucks.
Oh my god.
Cryptocurrency
Chode bucks.
at its finest.
It's a reason it's cryptocurrency. Nobody wants it.
Keep that away from me. And yeah, then I'm gonna marry Darkwing because he's a sweet old boy.
Yeah.
He's a happy little camper.
High fives.
High fives. Oh,
Nothing ever
Yeah.
nothing ever gets that guy down. And then if it did, somebody would always cheer him up real quick.
they'd pull him up with his plunger grappling hook.
Yeah. Right out of those
If he was down.
those gooders. All right. Cool. Well, our final would you rather comes to us from the improv group Jurassic Pope in Oakland. Jurassic Pope asks, yeah, it's a whole group of people.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Group of popal.
They got together and they came up with a bunch of would you rathers. Would you rather never be able to see what you look like, or never be able to run or rush anywhere?
Oh, fuck.
I saved
They
this
did-
one for last.
They did some good ones. They
Yeah.
did another good one. I forget what
They're
it
an
was.
improv troupe, so you know.
Fuck.
So you can never know or see what you look like, and you can never rush or run anywhere.
Like just your sort of face specifically.
I'd say like a whole body situation. Like you don't
You got
know.
it. You got a disease.
You got self blindness.
Yeah.
That's actually, well, I don't have to go too far into it, but that's
A thing?
kind of a real thing.
That-
yeah,
that
there's
exists.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's plausible.
I read bits and pieces of this book called "The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat."
That's a great one.
Oliver Sacks. I was at a dance club the other night,
Ooh.
and the person that I was with pointed out this person that they see around the club that does everything really, really slowly. It was fascinating in a club environment, especially because the music was 80s, right?
Yeah.
So it just kind of had like this weird kind of surreal quality to it. But in real life, I don't think that would translate very well.
just like on the street in daytime.
Yeah.
Was
like,
it intentional of them? This was just how they operate.
I have no idea.
Oh,
Like,
No idea.
describe what does that mean? What were they doing slowly? Just dancing?
Here, let me shake. Well,
It's an
does
audio
not
medium.
this does
Yeah.
not translate well to podcast, but let me shake your hand, Jimmy.
Oh,
Wait a
it's-
minute.
Oh,
You're a
that's
tea-
very, very
you're-
slow.
You're a tea kettle though. That's not how is that even
I
possible?
have handles. Okay.
here is her handle. Here is her spout.
Okay,
that
I'll-
is also
Here's-
vagina.
Here's.
I'll allow
So is he
where's my
dancing?
wallet?
Was he
Where's my
dancing by
wallet?
himself?
I actually didn't see him dance.
Was he dancing
He
with
was just-
himself?
Because I was when you described this, I imagine he was just slow dancing, but fast dancing moves.
No, that's
I
every golf
imagine
club though.
Yeah.
If he had a chance, I think he'd teach the world to dance.
Aw.
But he won't ever have the chance.
No.
I may have exaggerated the speed a little bit. I think it was a little bit faster than that, but
Our listeners feel betrayed.
Somebody
very
hit that
sorry.
rewind on that man.
you know, let's just scrap that whole thing.
So it sounds like very purposeful, very enunciated movement.
I would not say enunciated. No,
Huh.
I would just kind of
Paste.
just like if you put like a YouTube video on like 0.5 speed. You you know, instead of like 1.5.
Right.
I was ready to like this person, but now I think I hate them.
It's that quick with Brian. It's just it's 0.5 speed or you're done.
Nothing.
I'd say it's that I have good instincts and a way with people, but it's just I'm an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, you hang out with us, right? Hey.
Hey, that's very true.
It's so true.
Ooh.
Yes.
But yeah, not being able to see yourself.
I'm a pretty vain guy. Like I check my hair out all the time.
There's kind of when you look in yourself in the mirror, you recognize yourself. You know, you realize that's you most of the time. Have you ever looked in the mirror and kind of had a moment of having to remind yourself that is you?
For sure. We've talked about this before.
Yeah,
Here,
absolutely.
actually.
Yeah, I've definitely had that before.
Disassociative thing.
Yeah, it's sort of a disassociative moment.
Do you have the moment where like you look at yourself and you're like, holy shit, I'm an adult? Like
Yeah.
I'm like 30.
I've mostly gotten past that at this point.
I noticed my crow's feet the other day when I smile.
Oh.
I've sort of gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm not really adulting. I'm sort of like, there was a time when I was like, wow, I'm a fucking adult. I'm a fucking adult, and I'm not really ready. And it's kind of gotten past that, and we're into overtime now. So it's kind of
overtime.
It's not great. I don't recommend that
Okay.
experience.
I'll
but
avoid it.
That's where I'm at.
Man, I fluctuate because, like, in certain situations, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great. Like, I'm an adult.
I'm
Like,
paying my
I'm
bills.
living my best life. And then, like,
that sounds nice.
And then often, if a situation comes along and, like, I'm just unfamiliar with it, I'm like, I'm a little baby man. What is this? Like,
This makes me panic.
Like, I went to the doctor. This sounds so dumb, but I went to the doctor for the first time in,
That
like,
does sound dumb. Going to the
literal
doctor.
years. Like, a decade. Since I was in high school, probably. Well, that's not true, but, like, in college. And I was just like, wow, this is dumb. Should have probably gone to the doctor at some point in the last 10 years. What a foolish thing. And then they're like doing doctor stuff, and I'm like, what even is anything? I don't know how to, what's happening? I'm a child. I'm just sitting there in this, but it didn't help that the chair I was sitting in was fucking enormous.
Oh god.
So I'm like a little tiny baby man in this big chair, fucking feeling nervous about my situation.
You know what they were doing,
man.
Jimmy?
Tell me.
They were curing you.
Oh,
That's what doctors do.
he did it.
And then they
Sometimes.
charge you up the butt. Oh, those doctor fees.
They double charged, and I was sad. Anyways,
Oh.
doctors.
Do you need to see yourself?
Ye-
Who here needs to see themselves? Raise of hands.
It helps
or
to
handles.
know that you don't have shit all over your face.
Just covered in literal feces.
In literal feces, yes. If you're me.
I think that it would take an enormous toll on my sense of self and placement in the
Ooh,
world.
yeah.
Like, I think it might make me go a little bit crazy if I don't actually have a visual reminder that I exist.
Right.
But everything else keeps moving on around me. Like,
You'd feel
I just
like
got
kind of
like
floaty.
super existential.
It's
but
a
yeah.
kind of existential question.
Yeah.
It
Now-
would take some getting used to. Fuck. I mean, it's definitely.
But I mean, like, well, I was going to say, but blind people don't see themselves, but they also don't see anything else.
Yeah, it's
So
a different
they have
situation.
yeah, it's different.
The one
It
spot.
is not how they. Man, I did this. This is a tangent a little bit, but I did a video.
Is it a
at
funny
my-
tangent?
Kinda. Well, it's interesting. It's this blind guy who worked for like a wine conglomerate or fucking something. Like, was giving the speech on, like, since he was blind, all his other senses were heightened, but, like, in his case specifically, they were, like, exceptionally heightened. So he'd go to, like, these wineries and these tasting rooms, and he'd be like, all right, well, this probably looks great. I don't fucking know. I'm blind. But, like, man, that stink smells like fucking acid and fruit flies. And, like, this shit sounds bad and, like, whatever, this and that. And I was just like, fuck. Like, this guy knows what everything's place is.
Yeah.
And he knows that about himself. So it's just sort of kind of like you say, like there are other ways to obtain a sense of self.
So do you think that not being able to see yourself, another sense would heighten, like you'd be able to see other people more
Better.
more
Enhance.
You'd be like, oh wow, that person's skin is just radiant today. Oh, is that a new belt on that other person?
I mean, I think
be able
it
to
would
notice them.
I think it would have more of an effect on how you psychocognitively like correlate yourself with the world. I think it'd be less about noticing other people and more about noticing yourself in different ways.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Would you?
Wasn't very funny, but
Well, ask a funny question, get a funny answer,
Hot dog in a hamburger bun.
I could never see a hot dog ever again.
That one.
or you could never stuff a hamburger up your butt ever again.
That's I choose that one, please. Thank you. Does it start now, or has it always been this way?
Let's say it starts now.
See, at least I know what I look like. See, I don't think that's.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's that bad.
Yeah.
Like if I knew and I chose it, like I guess it's tough because like I don't know, like Rush even okay.
Rush Limbaugh.
Rushing, he's a big fat idiot. Rushing in any literal sense,
Right.
like speed, or like it's
rushing to do something.
It becomes
doing
sort
something
of
very
abstract.
quickly. Yeah.
Like you just can't move fast, or you can't hurry.
You can't run and you can't hurry. You can't rush. You can't
You have to do everything you do deliberately. I feel like that would take a toll.
No, I think it would be a super positive thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right.
thinking too.
I also just read the Tao of Pooh.
Right. Speaking
Not
of
to be confused with Pooh Bear
Right.
or
Pooh Catcher.
Pooh Seeker. But it would just encourage mindfulness, I think.
You could
think
force
it-
mindfulness.
I think it'd be really and
So-
Not always, not necessarily.
you'd have to be more cognizant of your time, of like how much time everything takes you to really
Yeah. Have more careful about budgeting it.
budgeting time.
I think I'm ready to decide.
Yeah, go for it.
I basically kind of like seconds into this, I was pretty sure. I think that being able to rush yourself and losing the ability to identify yourself would have more of a survival benefit in the world at least I live in,
Yeah.
the sort of life I've ended up in. I don't know if that's a more healthy way to live though. So I think in fact that's an unhealthy way to live. And I think it kind of comes down to like making it even harder to like acknowledge myself. Like there have been years where like I would look at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, is that even really me? Who the fuck am I anymore? What happened
Whoa.
to me? And it wasn't a great experience. I can't recommend it. I think losing...
Rush out and not know myself today.
Throw your mirrors away, kids.
So yeah, fuck that self-acknowledgement. I'm just a machine, I'm just here to do work. I got
a
to
flesh
rush.
bag.
I think that like being stuck in a position where I would have to lean into that more and lean away from any sort of self-acknowledgement would be incredibly unhealthy for me, at least.
Gotcha.
So I think I would have to take being able to recognize myself and have to move more slowly. And I think maybe it would make me more purposeful and more mindful and ultimately more healthy, just as long as I don't have to like run away from a horde of zombies or something.
Yeah.
Wildebeests,
Same. I think that not being able to rush or run would actually improve the quality of my life, especially as somebody who has been known to do things with a sense of urgency and efficiency and just like is just really good at doing things really quickly and just like making sure like all of these facets are taken care of and just like overloading myself with stuff all
More
the
and
fucking
more and
time.
more and more.
Yeah.
Now you'd be more like
multitasking.
Yeah, but like, well, multitasking is scientifically bad for you. Like, we can't context switch like that. So I think it would be better for our general health overall. Also, kind of similar to Brian, I think that not being able to place myself visually within the world, I'm a very visual person.
it would impact your psyche too much.
Yeah, it would really start getting to me. I would start to feel disembodied. I
Yeah.
guess.
You'd be a ghost lady.
Yeah.
Ghost kettle.
Yeah.
All you pour out is ectoplasm.
You just randomly be walking around your house and you'll just hear a
That was
like,
my
what was that?
ectoplasm.
Did they get human in here?
You go up to everybody and you're like, "Can I keep you?" like Casper does
Yeah.
from the movie Casper.
Is that what he
I
says?
remember.
Christina Ricci.
I
Yeah,
love
he's
that
like,
movie.
That's right.
Hey,
Casper
cat.
the serial killer.
Would,
Hey, cat.
would TK say, "Can I brew you"?
Can I keep you? That's what he says. She would say that.
I wonder how that sounded.
Pretty
It
good.
covered every part of the microphone except the front just then.
Can I keep you?
It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna be future me's gonna. Oh, you're tongue waggling
I
like a
love,
ghost would.
I love the way I look. I'm a vain ass creature. I always have
What a
been.
fucking ass creature.
I'm an ass creature.
I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Ass creature.
Look at his butt.
Wringing my long, overly long hands and just glistening with rings. No, when I was a little kid, like 5 or something, when my parents would get annoyed with me for talking too much, they'd give me a hairbrush and put me in front of a mirror, and I'd just comb my hair and make faces at myself for like an hour.
Really?
Yeah. One time, when I was 3 or so, apparently I spent a lot of time in the bathroom at one point, and when I came out, I had a perfectly coiffed pompadour. This is a 3-year-old baby boy.
It's a baby date pump.
Now, keep in mind, I was a huge child, so I probably looked 5, but I came out with a perfectly coiffed pompadour and said, I didn't say anything, and my mom said, "Oh, Dane, what have you done to your hair?" And I'm like, "I'm not Dane. I'm Uncle Gus."
Oh yeah.
We didn't know
forgot
anyone
about
named Gus. Like,
You were 3?
I was 3 or 4 or something. Like, I was
Wow.
young. And yeah, so super into my hair, super into how I look.
It was another 10 years before I shedded the Uncle Gus persona.
That's right. I got stuck.
10 years and a lot of therapy.
My book is called Stuck in Gus.
I had 3 different car dealerships. I was raking in $3,000 a month.
At
2 different
6.
marriages. I was 8 years old.
I had a smoking problem. I was Uncle Gus, and I didn't care who knew it.
I came back from Korea, and it occurred to me, I'm actually Dane. I'm actually Dane.
I'm actually a 5-year-old little boy.
The Korean War was like 30 years ago. How did this happen?
The hair stays.
The hair stays.
Actually, before we move on from that, quick story. So my great-grandparents, when my great-grandfather first met my great-grandmother, he introduced himself as Gus, and Gus was not his name.
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm Gus." And she was like, "Ooh, Gus." And he was like, "Yeah." And then they like had a little thing, and then it just like kept going,
Oh,
and it got really
no.
awkward. And he's like, "Oh man, when do I tell her that my name is actually Frank?"
Fuck.
So he eventually did, and like she was really upset, but
I
they stayed
bet.
together.
Yeah.
But to the day he died in his 90s, she called him Gus.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I mean, she had to,
I mean,
as punishment.
oh,
But
Fuck.
yeah, so besides that, I could use to slow down, of course, slowing down and not rushing. I feel like in the last 4 or 5 years, I've finally learned how to be early to things without like sacrificing other things. Because it used to feel like I needed to get all these things done before I could go do that other thing. And then I'd be late for that other thing because I was too busy doing all these other little things. But nowadays, I can prioritize, I guess, a little bit more, and I'd have to work on that even more. I see it as a very positive thing. Might miss some BART trains. Might let those slide a couple more times and more often. Get that old BART schedule tattooed to my wrist. Never changes. But
as my high school Japanese teacher told me once,
Dai Bakuhatsu.
to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is death.
It's like a Yoda quote.
Yoda quote.
I mean, she was a scary.
She
lady.
was a Jedi.
Hashtag Yoda quote.
maybe
yeah.
as tall as Yoda too.
Wow.
Yeah, she was
Tiny
small
baby.
but like intimidating.
Sure. Jimmy, go.
So I don't want to be constrained.
Oh.
Like, I know, so by the
a dissenter in our midst.
by the
Turn
laws
on
of
him.
Dane decreed,
From.
I know what I look like. And I know that is, in a general sense, what I look like. And I could just ask people if I look all right.
Yeah.
Like, if I need a touch-up.
Hey, do I need a little tuck?
Touch-up.
Can I...
Replace your mirror with a painting of yourself and just be like, looking good.
Yeah. I'm also imagining it's not like I look at my hand and it's fucking invisible. Like, I just can't recognize it, but I can still fucking, like, use my hand to eat food and shit, you know? Like,
what, could you hire somebody to, like, do a self-portrait of you on an annual basis?
Well, I think that would
You
be
wouldn't
knowing...
recognize it.
Yeah,
Oh.
you'd...
Oh, yeah.
it's magic.
You wouldn't... You wouldn't...
magic.
Or a neurological disorder, I mean.
Sure.
like-
Magical brain problems.
I mean, no, seriously, like the title of the book, The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat, like that really happened.
That was
Yeah.
real.
You know who wrote
Yeah.
that book? A wizard.
You're right, I forgot about that part. Oliver Sacks, arch sorcerer.
Well, and this one kind of is reminiscent of another Would You Rather we did where everybody looked like Danny DeVito.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like that
Yeah.
in a way. Or it was either everyone looks like Danny DeVito or you only look like Danny DeVito. I don't remember. No, it was a
something-
voice thing.
it was
Anyway,
something like
Oh,
that,
yeah, look her voice. Yeah, so, like, yeah, I feel like I could deal with not recognizing myself more than I would be able. I like hurrying sometimes.
not a big runner though.
No, not like speedy, but just like I just feel like it's like I like doing things. I like doing things fast and getting a lot of stuff
See, I hate-
in and done that I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I can do so many things.
It's true.
If I had to do everything like carefully and methodically, like I don't know, I do less things.
I just hate running too. So not even having that on the table would simplify.
But you couldn't even like speed in a car.
That's right.
You'd have to go the speed limit.
I would get a Vespa and just go around, putt around at 30 miles an hour.
Beep, beep.
Bop, bop.
You can go as fast as like the vehicle. Toot, toot.
All right. Well, this kettle train is
Hot and bubbly.
coming into the hot tub station.
Coming in
Town
hot.
Junction.
Coming in hot, and we're letting the steam roll out of the engines.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
and we're
Going to sleep is where he's
Losing
going.
steam,
We're done-
really.
Oh!
My
done.
boil is down to a simmer,
Yeah.
down to a stagnant.
well, we're done with the
murmur.
episode.
Going
Okay.
flat.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
This damn thing.
You're basically standing water.
Hot standing water.
Hot standing water.
Hot
That's
standing soda.
Mosquitoes be gone. No malaria here. Anyways.
But fruit flies.
Fruit flies all over.
Thank you all for joining us today in the hot tub here in Anytown, USA, the PJC cast. If you have any Would You Rathers for us that you'd like us to answer on this very program, then you can send them to the PJCcast at gmail.com or tweet them using hashtag the PJCcast. You can also find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook, Patreon, and just the internet in general. We're viral.
We're a disease.
If you say it, then it happens. We're viral. That's how it works. The secret. So do all that. Send us Would You Rathers. We'll answer them. Like the Jurassic Pope people.
You know the whole episode you just listened to? You could be a part of
You
it.
could do that. Kind of.
I am internet and you can too.
Thank you, Steven. But thank you, TK, for joining us
Yay.
from Fartown.
Yay.
You are a
Thanks for-
delight and a gem.
Thanks for keeping a seat for me
You're
in the
welcome.
tub.
Always.
Warm.
You are our fourth member.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you could make it. But for the PJC cast, my name is Dane.
My name's Brian.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm a tea kettle.
And everybody out there, have a good night and get home safe.
I think it's time we admitted the elephant in the room. One of us is not what we're saying we are.
Oh my.
One of us has been
You're finally saying
misrepresenting us ourselves. One of us is not what we've been saying we are. And I think it's time
We just
that person admitted the
cut
truth.
the ruse for once. For finally for
Go
once.
on.
Dane says he's Dane. Jimmy says he's Jimmy. I say I'm Brian. And TK says they're a tea kettle. Well, I'm sorry. I've got to admit, I'm not actually Brian.
What?
This whole time I've been a neti pot.
I knew it.
I'm sorry.
I knew it!
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I really wished I could be something better than I thought I was, and
When I saw you up that guy's nose, I thought that's just what you were into.
I mean, it is, but that's just kind of a it's just a side benefit. I don't know.
Saline solution notwithstanding, we still love you like a brother, Brian.
I've always been a little bit jealous of you, TK. You're just so shiny and brass, and I'm just fucking plastic vessel for saline solution.
Hey, you serve a purpose.
Yeah.
Neti pot.
You flush people's sinuses out.
Thank you.
She brews delicious tea waters.
It's really delicious.
Thank you.
And you solve phlegm problems.
Nose troubles.
Nose issues.
Yes, I can cure nose cancer.
You can. And you
I
should be
can do
proud
it.
of that, Brian. Brian Warlock the Neti Pot.
Thank you.
This is canon now, forever.
It is canon forever.
It's
but
never
if
going to change.
If we want to, we can just never refer to it ever again.
We'll never ever talk about it again, but for reals, guys,
Yeah.
we're changing the Wikipedia article
It'll
about
live in the
ourselves.
deep web.
Do we have a Wikipedia
We
article?
do. Yeah.
Am I in it?
Yes.